Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Emily and I'm so glad to have you here. This is my 4th time filming this video today because my camera hasn't been able to focus for some reason and it just goes out of focus. I'm not sure if I'm the issue. I probably am. I'm always the issue. Bear with me, please. I'm trying so hard. I'm so sick of filming this. Today I'm going to be talking about all of my organization tips and how I stay organized with online school and motivation towards being organized. We are in such a tough time right now with the whole pandemic and online school, whether you're in online school or you're just going in school, in class, whatever. Staying organized is an issue alone. Same with being motivated to do school, no matter what the circumstance is. So I think I've definitely perfected my organization skills towards online school since this is my 2nd semester of university being online. It's definitely been a struggle. I know I'm not the only one. I know everyone's going through this as well for the most part. But I did have a few requests for this as well, and I was really excited about that, and I think this is going to be a great video to film. Having said all that, let's just get right in the video. The first thing I got when I was starting online school, I think everyone has one of these, but a calendar. They are so simple. They're such a great staple to have for literally anything, not just online school, anything. Calendars are great because you can personalize them. You can put anything you'd like on them. You can decorate it the way you want. It doesn't have to be strictly for your online school or your school in general. I have anniversaries, I have birthdays, exciting days, breaks on my calendar. The organization part of my calendar comes with crossing off completed days. So at the end of the day, I'm not perfect, sometimes I forget, but I tried to cross off with a black Sharpie that specific day that I had just completed. I also like to add, if I worked that day, I'd also cross it off with a different colored Sharpie or a highlighter. And then if I went to the gym that day, same thing, cross it off with a different colored highlighter or Sharpie. I like doing this because at the end of the month, you get a whole overview of every day, what you completed that day, and you can totally personalize this that you do on a day-to-day basis or anything that you do weekly, anything like that. It's really cool to just see everything you completed through that entire month, and if you like keeping track of certain things that you've done every single day, it's just a simple way to tell you what you completed that day just by color coding it. So that's my favorite thing about my calendar. At the beginning of the semester, I like to go through the entire course load of each specific class that I'm in. If it's given to you, some profs only go week by week, but mine mostly do the entire course load and everything that you're gonna be having to hand in through the entire semester, which is really nice. I just mark down every single due date for every assignment, quiz, test, essay, midterm, final, everything like that on my calendar, so I can go ahead and see the entire semester ahead of me. The second thing is a daily planner. This thing saves my life. I use it every single day, obviously daily planner, but I start off by just writing the date at the top, and then I write every single thing that I would like to get done that day or that I need to get done by that day. And then followed by a box that I can color in with a highlighter or a pencil crayon. Putting a box at the end of each assignment really motivates me to get everything done on my list, because if I leave one open, then I just feel super guilty by the end of the day that I didn't get that one done. But I mean, things happen, and sometimes you just need a break, or you're just super fed up with school, or you just didn't have enough time. Like, things happen, people aren't perfect, I'm definitely not perfect, and there's always tomorrow. It really is a good strategy to keep motivated by seeing your boxes that you need to check off from each assignment, so that's why I do that. It keeps me accountable for all my assignments that I need to get done. Another thing is a planner notebook, so it has like the entire year in it. You can really focus in on just specific months or specific weeks or even days. That's why I like the daily planner, because then you can just focus specifically on one day. In the planner notebook, you can do the exact same thing as I said in the calendar, where you mark down every due date for every week or whatever. You can also plan your entire week in one sitting instead of just the daily planner that you write that morning. I used the notebook planner for the first semester, but I hadn't continued it for this semester currently that I'm in right now. And in the end, it just didn't work that well for me, so I just kind of left it to the side and didn't do it again. I'm still doing other things, obviously, to stay organized, and it's working better this way, so things happen. Google Sheets. We need to talk about Google Sheets because that is my lifesaver. I saw this on a TikTok in like August or very beginning of September. I have not gone back. I created a Google Sheets of every single assignment that was given to me for that specific semester, and all the due dates and all the notes on it, and put it all into this Google Sheet. So I started out by picking one class, going through the entire course outline just like the calendar, and doing all of the due dates, and then I wrote the class and class number in another column, and then I did the assignment type, whether it was an assignment, homework, a quiz, a test, you get the point. And then I wrote notes. So usually in my notes section, I like to write if it's due at a specific time. We all know this. We all know assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. But if an assignment isn't due at 11:59 and the prof states that, I will definitely put that in the notes section because my brain is totally wired on getting assignments due by midnight. And sometimes they aren't due by midnight. Sometimes they're due by 8 a.m. or 12 p.m., anything like that. Another thing about Google Sheets is inserting the checkboxes. You guys can literally see that's my favorite thing ever. If I literally don't have a checkbox, I won't do it. It's not true, but I mean, it really, really helps with the motivation of getting your assignments done and handing them in. It's really saved me because I'll show you my last semester from September to December. As I was going through every assignment, handing them in, checking off the list, I felt so good and I was like, wow, like I'm halfway. And then I got like very close to the end and I had like 6 boxes left and I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm so close to finishing this semester. I only have 6 boxes left to check off. It really forced me to finish the semester off strong and I was just like, I can't wait to check off these boxes. And if you caught, there is one box in there that isn't checked off. It's a great example of you can never be too organized. As you can see, I like to say I'm very organized and I still missed that one assignment and it still haunts me. I didn't do it, so I'm gonna be held accountable for it. Moving on to smaller things that I like to use, definitely colored pens, colored highlighters. Sometimes profs have different preferences of what they'd like you to use, but I mean, most of the time, you're just online and typing, so it doesn't matter too much, but I like to have a huge variety of like all of my different colors for pens, pencils, anything like that. Another thing are binder clips. These things, I mean, it's kind of a given as well, but I don't have a hole punch, so when I get my bio labs that are 30 to 35 pages each, I can't hole punch them. I'm not gonna split them in half and staple them and then have 2 separate things for one lab. It's gonna confuse me, I'm gonna lose one, I just know it. So these binder clips are so great for that. There's so many different sizes of them that they can pretty much hold any amount of paper that you have, if that makes sense. Binder clips keep all my labs together, all documents that I can't hole punch or can't staple. They're really great for that. It's a good staple to have in your desk. Sticky notes. Sticky notes are obviously a given. You're gonna wanna have sticky notes. Sticky notes are great for things that you don't want to necessarily put on your daily planner or something that's too little of a thing that isn't worth putting on your daily planner or anything like that, something you can't forget but don't want to plan it out. I usually put phone calls or just if my prof says something like, oh, like keep in mind this, like, and it's nothing to do with the assignment or anything like that, I will just write it on a sticky note and then put it up clearly where I can specifically see it, and then I'm set, and then when I'm done, I can just take it off and throw it out. Another program like Google Sheets that you could use is Notion. I use Notion for my YouTube videos and YouTube content, just planning out all my scheduling for YouTube and all that, and I really like it. It's a lot more fun than Google Sheets. I mean, there's so many different templates you can use on there. You can customize your own templates, different color schemes. So many different things you can do with it and personalize it in the way that you want it to look and the best way that it will work for you, which is great. I just haven't switched over from Google Sheets to Notion because all of my stuff is on my Google Sheets and I know I'll just get confused or miss something, and I'm good the way I am right now. On my last note, I do want to say everyone is different. Organization means something different to every single person. Everyone works in different ways and you just gotta find the right rhythm for you. And since I've been in 2 semesters of online university, I think I've perfected it. Obviously, there's still room for improvement. 3 big takeaways. Use Google Sheets, use Notion, color code your things. Can't stress it enough, it helps so much. Okay, hi guys, it's the next day. My camera died last night and I didn't have time to film the outro. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you guys can give it a big thumbs up. Highly appreciate it. Also, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I post every Friday, except this week I had a week off school, so I decided to post on Tuesday the 16th, so you guys can go watch that video as well. And I'll see you guys next Friday with another video. Bye!